Let me share the story about a certain individual. 2 May 2001, an infant is born in a hospital. Everyone is happy because new life has been introduced to the world. Few months later, the infant is now a baby and he is able to crawl and move from point A to point B. 3 years later, he starts kindergarten. He realizes that life is more than just sitting around and doing nothing. Now, the transition that happens between infanthood to childhood is autonomous. It doesn't require a lot of intervention because the time has come for the child to spread his wings and fly. Few years later, the child turns into a teenager. He experiences peer pressure and gets this type of hormones. He realizes the harsh realities of life. He becomes conscious about certain things. He gets exposed to drugs, alcohol, etc. Now, at this stage, he has matured, hence, he is not naive. He knows what is right or wrong. He does have a choice. It will be his choice whether to do drugs or alcohol. Fast forward, he thinks he met his love of his life, only to find out that this is not true and get his heart broken. This trajectory continues twice or even more until one day he gets lucky and meets his soulmate. This story about this individual teaches us about the importance of timing. Let's say the infant was not born on 2 May, but was born on 3 April. That would mean he was born prematurely, hence the implications would be dire. Let's say he became conscious while being in kindergarten, where he was introduced to drugs and alcohol. This would mean at this age he has not matured and would make naive decisions. Timing is very important in our journey to success. In life, we often want to have success in a short amount of time. We want to be millionaires before the age of 30. We want babies before a certain age. We want this and that. What if the timing for all of these desires is all wrong? When something happens a little bit too early or too late, this compromises correlation. Our hands, shoulders, legs grow at the same time because of one reason, and that is correlation. When two things correspond, there is better unity, relation, and communication between them. Let's say these body parts don't have correlation or don't correspond. This would mean that many of us would have unequal shoulders, legs, hands, etc. There are certain lessons and skills we learn along the way to success. We learn to be humble, we learn to be resilient, we learn to be patient, we learn attention to detail. It's very difficult to reach the top, but it's very easy to reach the bottom. God was intentional when He created time. He wanted alignment. In the world, we have one time, although there are minor differences, but at the end of the day, we follow a single time. In the morning at 5 a.m., many wake up so that they are able to catch buses, trains, and flights so that they make it to work on time. At the same time, when it is 5 p.m., this means people must travel back home so that they make it on time for dinner, chores, and most of all, time with family. What if there was no time in the world? This would mean people waking up in the afternoon, arriving at work late, knocking off late. This routine would lack alignment and would not be productive or efficient. When there is alignment between you and your life, you tend to be more successful at whatever you do. Success can be defined as being at the right place at the right time. When the current favors you, it's only fair to assume that you are at the right place at the right time. When I observe millionaires and billionaires, I can't help it but to notice the timing. Many of them face challenges, obstacles, multiple failures before becoming successful. A captivating movie is a movie that follows the principle of timing. The conclusion can't be at the beginning, and the beginning can't be the conclusion. The movie will start by introducing the viewer to the characters. While this phase must not be too long, but at the same time, it must not be too short. Once it becomes too short, it will lack rhythm and will bore the viewer. The body of the movie should start captivating the viewer. The gloves must be off, but bearing in mind that this is not yet the conclusion, because at this moment the viewer is now relaxed and ready to consume anything. Finally, the conclusion must outplay the body. At this moment, heartbreaks must occur. People must die. The conclusion must leave the viewer either heartbroken or happy. DJing is also another speciality that requires timing. DJ Black Coffee, a world-renowned DJ, uses timing during his mixes. He will start by making his music lovers comfortable by beginning with a soulful track that connects with everyone. Those who listen to his music will attest that he has timing when it comes to transitions. He will not release a song too early nor too late. It's almost like he is imitating what they are doing with horses when it is time to start the race. They will only release the horses when the gunshot has struck. When it is your time to shine, it will show. The problem arises when you are not at the right place at the right time. We pray for many things. We pray for joy, pray for money, we pray for cars, pray for houses, we pray for peace. But we forget to ask the Lord for timing. Some of us will not or never taste success because we are not at the right place. Remember how I spoke about purpose in my previous video? Well, timing is all about that. Once you find yourself questioning your existence, that means you are at the wrong place. Your existence should lead you to your destiny, because I want to again emphasize that everyone has a purpose. You belong somewhere where you will be valued and people will sing your praises. Why is it the case that you should be the spectator, but no one is your spectator? As I conclude, I know it's difficult to wait for your chance, but hang in there. As long as you know your destiny and purpose, eventually something will work out. Keep pushing, keep grinding, and never quit. Once it is your time, it will show.